Hello, welcome to another video from the Animal University channel. Let's go for the video. Boa. Boa, common name for a variety of non-venomous constricting snakes. There are more than 40 species of true boas, family Boidae. In addition, boa may also refer to two other groups of snakes, the mascarene, or split-jawed, boas, family Bollieriidae, and dwarf boas, ground and wood boas of the family Tropidophyidae. These two families are not closely related to each other or to the true boas. The true boas are divided into two subfamilies, Boini and Ericinae. Boini includes the boa constrictor, tree boas, genus Corallus, and anacondas, genus Unex, of the American tropics. Two other genera are found on Madagascar and islands of the southwestern Pacific. Members of Boini range from 1 meter, 3.3 feet, long in some species to commonly more than 4 meters in the giant, or green, anaconda. The boa constrictor occupies a variety of habitats from coastal northern Mexico and the Lesser Antilles to Argentina, though seldom more than 3.3 meters, 11 feet, long. Some have grown to more than 5 meters. One subspecies, the red-tailed boa, boa constrictor, is particularly popular in the pet trade. Several tree boas possess sizable teeth used for catching birds. An example is the 1.8 meter, 6 foot, emerald tree boa, Corallus caninus, of tropical South America. The adult is green above, with a white dorsal stripe and crossbars, and yellow below. The rainbow boa, Epicrates sancrea, of Costa Rica to Argentina is not strongly patterned but is markedly iridescent. Except for the anacondas, most boins are terrestrial to strongly arboreal. The young often move from the trees to the ground as they get older and larger. Most species have labial, lip, pits with heat-sensing organs that complement their sense of smell and excellent vision. Mammals and birds are common prey, which is usually captured by a bitegrass followed by constriction. Subfamily Ericinae includes 10 Asian, Indian, and African species of sand boa, genus Eryx, and the West African earth python, Chirina reinhardtii, in addition to 2 North American species. Ericines are live-bearers, as opposed to egg-layers, that have stout cylindrical bodies, blunt heads, and short tails. Most measure less than 70 centimeters, 28 inches. These terrestrial snakes are often subterranean, and most live in arid and semi-arid habitats, where they prey on lizards and small mammals. The brown, 45 centimeters, 18-inch, rubber boa, Chirina bate, of western North America is the most northerly boa and is a burrower that looks and feels rubbery. The 90 centimeters, 35-inch, rosy boa, Chirina trivirgata, ranging from southern California and Arizona into Mexico, usually is brown or pink-striped. Except for 2 egg-laying Asian species, genus Cenophidion, the 24 dwarf boas of family Tropidophyidae bear live young and live in the West Indies, Central America, and northern South America. They are predominantly terrestrial, occasionally foraging in low trees and bushes to hunt small vertebrates, especially amphibians and lizards. The single surviving species of family Bollieriidae, Casseria dusimieri, lives on Mauritius and Round Island. It is unique among snakes in that the lower jaw is hinged in the middle, which enables the snake to grasp hard-bodied skinks with a firm ratchet-like grip. It is a 0.8–1.4 meter long egg layer. Bolliuria multocarinata was similar and went extinct owing to human introduction of rats and other predators. One extinct relative of modern boas, Titanoboa cerriginensis, lived between the end of the Cretaceous period, some 65.5 million years ago, and the middle of the Eocene epoch, about 40 million years ago. At the time it was the largest terrestrial vertebrate in the world. Known from a single fossilized vertebra, T. cerriginensis probably weighed 1,135 kilograms, about 2,500 pounds, and reached a length of 13 meters, about 43 feet. They don't kill their prey by suffocation. Boa constrictors are ambush hunters, often hanging from trees until they can grab a passing animal with their jaws. Once that happens, they create 2 or more loops with their bodies to fully encircle their prey. By wrapping around the rib cage, they can compress their victim's vital organs and also monitor its heartbeat, letting them know when the deed is done. Scientists long believed that boas kill with suffocation, but a 2015 study found they actually use an even quicker method: they cut off their victim's blood supply. Many animals can survive a relatively long time without air, as demonstrated when humans are revived after nearly drowning, and because boa constrictors' natural prey can be dangerous, often equipped with sharp claws, teeth, hooves, or beaks, the snakes work as quickly as possible. After a large meal, a boa constrictor may not need to eat again for weeks. They still use what's left of their legs. Like all snakes, boa constrictors evolved from four-legged ancestors. They are considered primitive snakes though, because they still have some ancient features that have since faded away in most snake species. That includes 2 functioning lungs, others use only 1 lung, an adaptation to their elongated body shape, and remnants of legs called pelvic spurs. Boas no longer need legs for locomotion, but they continue to use their vestigial limbs, which resemble claws protruding from their underbellies. Males use them for mating, for example, and they're said to come in handy during combat, too. Living with boas is a long commitment. Boa constrictors are naturally solitary snakes that can adapt relatively well to captivity. That said, no human should enter such a relationship lightly. Wild boa constrictors can live for 20 to 30 years, and in captivity, they've been known to surpass 40. That's a long time to feed and care for any pet, but especially one that requires so much habitat maintenance to prevent problems like scale rot. Zoos are often unable to take orphaned boa constrictors because of how much space they require, and they should never be released into the wild because they can cause major ecological problems. Boa constrictors rarely pose a direct threat to people, but large snakes should always be handled with extreme care and fed with more than one person present. In the wild, they help control rodents. While wild snakes can seem frightening to some people, boa constrictors, like most snakes, and predators in general, provide valuable ecosystem services in their natural habitats. Snakes, of course, eat mice, rats, and other rodents that sometimes raid human food supplies and cause harm to humans beyond giving them a scare. They are in danger. Boa constrictors have not been assessed by the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, IUCN, but most subspecies are on the CITES Appendix 2 list, not necessarily now threatened with extinction, but that may become so, and the boa constrictor occidentalis is on the Appendix I list, the most endangered. Wild populations have declined due to habitat loss, road mortality, and overcollection for the pet trade, especially on offshore islands. I hope you enjoyed this video enough and it was informative. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. Introduce us to your friends. Good luck to you all.